Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and I got a deck in the mail today. A couple of decks in the mail today. I'm probably only going to show one right now, though. Today is June 5th, 2025, Thursday. I worked all day. I'm exhausted. It's been a rough, long day. But I did not know this deck existed until a few days ago, and then I all of a sudden saw it on like 5 people's channel at once, and I'm like, what? So it was like immediately by me, and I'm like, okay, no, I did not put up a fight or anything. I thought it was cool looking. Then I found out there's a previous version by Los Scarabeo, who is the one that did this one. This one came out in 2020, which I find fitting. It is the Primordial Tarot by Los Scarabeo. Where's the, yeah, right there. Sergio Tapai, creator. I'd never seen this deck before. And you guys know how I love Los Scarabeo decks. Like, I have a lot. I have a lot of tuck boxes. I have a lot of 2-part boxes like this. This is before they started doing the newer kind where 90% of the box is the top and then the bottom half is just the little bit. I don't mind them. But I did take the plastic off. I have not opened the deck. So I'm opening it now. And we got it wrapped in plastic. I went to look for the original version. I think it was more Llewellyn. No, it was the old tuck box version, and I guess there were some cards that changed also. And it's like $197. I'm like, why would I buy that when I have the newer version? And even people that have the old version were like, I like the newer version better because it's more, what's the word I'm looking for? It has several languages in it, just like all Los Scarabeo decks books do. What's the word I'm looking for here? There's higher contrast. Was that the word? No. I have to get my little knife out here and cut this edge off. I don't know what word I'm trying to say. I was saying it when I was watching the walkthrough. Of course, to myself, alone in the room. But now that I'm on video, I have no idea what word it was. It's just deeper, richer colors, it appears to be, than the original. Which I like the colors in this better. But the person that did a side-by-side comparison said the book in this is not as good. The cardstock is their typical 2-part box. Cardstock, it is rather thick. There's an extra card, and there's the backs of the deck. And then here's that's their title card. And then here is an advertisement card, which they always have 2 of those in there. I do like these backs. They're pretty cool, even though it's snake. I don't see a head anywhere, so we're good. But yeah, I did not know this existed, and I saw it on somebody's channel. I'm like, what deck is that? And I kid you not, like the next 4 videos I watched was somebody showing this deck off, and I'm like, seriously? And I think somewhere in those I had bought the deck, and yeah, here we are. So I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of this. And it does have little edges here. This is the Fool. And I'm going to go through here because I'm pretty sure they've renamed these. I'm going to pull up the book here. My cat just jumped up here next to me. English is the first one here. So we got Primordial Tarot. Let me see here. The Fool is the first card. Dude, come on. Get over there and lay down. The second card is the Magician. There is some nudity in this, sorry. This is the High Priestess or the Great Mother. And we got the Empress or the Mother. Then we have the Father. And it just feels like this deck has climbed out of the primordial ooze of like caveman. There goes the cat. He was on the couch a split second ago, and then he jumped on the table and ran across. And began. This is like, to me, the ultimate in watching cavemen become men, if that makes any sense. This is that stage in between caveman and mankind as we know it now, and I find that very fascinating. Very fascinating. So here we have the father, and then we have the shaman for the Hierophant. And they are numbered, Roman numerals. Then we have the union for the lovers. Interesting. And we have the chariot. It looks like a cart and two wheels here. And they're drawing it. That's interesting. Oh, wait, we missed one. Oh, abundance. Interesting. The humans kill looks like an earth vein, showing the all nourishment begins deep within the earth. The earth provides enough to sustain all life, balance, fairness. It's almost like the shouldn't this be strength? Interesting. Got the hermit. But that almost felt like the temperance card when I read it. I do like this hermit. The Wheel of Fortune, which is the backs. I cannot wait to dive into this and just check it out and see what's what. Okay, here we have. So the wheel was time. And now we have creative power instead of temperance, right? Yeah. And then the next one is sacrifice instead of the hangman. And then we have death. Interesting. Oh, he went right through this good dude up here. There's a man up here. Wow. And then we have the source. Was that temperance? I forget my Roman numerals. XV is the demon or the devil. And then we have the tower. Or it's in this, the standing stone. And I already know like 3 decks I'm going to pair with this. It's quite interesting. Star. So one of them was justice and one of them was strength way back when. I totally missed the justice card. So we have the chariot. That has to be strength. Hermit, will, and then that would be justice, right? The XI. Yeah. And then the temperance was that last card. So I read them out of order. So this would be the moon. Interesting. And then we have the sun. They look quite a bit alike. They're just symbols they made out of gold. And then we have, which I found this one interesting, the prey instead of judgment. Wait, is that the last card? No. Yeah, we have the prey, and then the world is next. These are kind of sticking together here. And then the world card. Interesting. Okay, so now we have, I'm going to assume cups for blue. Suit of soul. Blue is the color of the sky, the moment before daybreak, and represents dreams and meditation. The suit of soul explores our experiences of spirituality and magic. Interesting. Yeah, it doesn't say it's the cups, but every one of them have a cup in it because of the walkthrough I watched. And then it's got the blue here. Two of soul. Three. I saw this one. I'm like, I need that deck. Four. So the four is... Okay, so one, our ace, was the etching of the soul. Two is age of the soul. Three was mask of the soul. Four is bones of the soul. Five is stone of the soul. Six is right of the soul. Seven is era of the soul. Eight is spirit of the soul. Nine is birth of the soul. And then we have 10, which is environment of the soul. And then instead of going page, knight, queen, king, it continues with the number 11 on the child of the soul. Quit. 12 is the animal of the soul. 13 is the woman of the soul. And 14 is the, I'm going to assume man. Yeah, man of the soul. Okay. Then we have the suit of jewels. And it says, yellow is the color of the sun, symbolizing conscientiousness, understanding, energy, and physical existence. Physical existence, that tells me it's pentacles. The suit of jewels explores our experiences of material achievement and knowledge. So yes, and then we have the gold here, or yellow, for the pentacles. So here we have the ace, etching of jewels. Two is the age of jewels. Three is the mask of the jewels. Four is bones of jewels. Five is right of jewels. No, that's six. Five is stone of jewels. Six is right of jewels. Excuse me. 7 is spirit of jewels. 8 is... Oh, that was spirit of jewels. 7 was era of jewels, and now 8 is spirit of jewels. I can't read. 9 is birth of jewels. I love this. What? 10 is environment of jewels. 11 is child of jewels. So the page. I like that they're all like red hair. Red and blonde. Interesting. 12 is the animal of jewels. 13 is the woman of jewels. And 14 is the man of jewels. These are quite fascinating and quite unlike any RWS I've ever seen. And that makes me happy. So we have suit of nature. Green is the color of nature in plants and symbolizes pure, thriving life and the serenity enjoyed when all is in balance. The suit of nature explores our experiences of life. So that's confusing because that feels like the pentacles, but clearly these are the pentacles because it's got the circles. This I'm going to assume is wands because the next suit is red, and even though it's red, it's got swords or knives or whatever you call it, spears. So I'm going to assume this is wands. Ace, etching of nature. We have the 2 is age of nature. Is it nature or nurture? Nature. 3 is mask of nature. Quite interesting. 4 is, and I feel like this is a dark deck too, and I bought the Joker Tarot. Something is gearing up for me to go through some dark night of the soul stuff, I think. And it being a judgment year, it's a perfect year for it. Anyway, moving on. Number 4 is the bones of nature. 5 is the stone of nature. So they're all the same name in each suit. 6 is right of nature. And it's interesting because I've been saying how the universe is like gearing me up to do numerology. And that feels very much like that here too. Because all of the 7s are the same name. All of the 6s, all the 5s, so forth and so on. So I find that fascinating. Number 7 is era of nature. 8 is spirit of nature. 9 is birth of nature. 10 is environment of nature. And then we have the child. Nope. So yeah, child of nature. The animal of nature. The woman of nature. And the man of nature. Next we have the suit of blood. Red is the complementary color to green and symbolizes aggressive. Hold on, does that say aggressive? I don't know what that word is. Aggressiveness, instinct, and action. This suit of blood explores our experience of survival. Now that sounds like wands, but then we have spears here, so I'm very confused on what suits these are. So we have the ace. Tell me below if you know, if you have this deck and you know what suits are what, because I have no clue. Now, I'm confused. Ace of the etching of blood. 2 is the age of blood. 3 is the mask of blood. 4 is the bones of blood. Maybe it's not meant to be any of those suits. Maybe it's just meant to be what it is. You know what I mean? And just study the book and read intuitively. I don't know. It's creepy. But at the same time, I'm intrigued. 5 is the stone of blood. 6 is the rite of blood. 7 is the era of blood. And I just dropped the book. Hold on. Same page. 7 is the era of blood. 8 is the spirit of blood. Now that makes me think of the 8 of Swords. So, yeah. 9 is the birth of blood. And the 10 is the environment of blood. We have the 11, which is the child of blood. 12 is the animal of blood. 13 is the woman of blood. And we have the man of blood. Interesting. And then there's a circle of stones spread at the beginning. Let's shuffle this and see what it does. Shuffle. My hand hurts really bad, so I can't ruffle shuffle anything right now. I barely got that shuffled just because it's a thick, brand new deck. So let's see what the deck says. What do you have to say to me? What do you have to say to me? Why did I buy you? Ooh, like 3 cards try to fall out. Let's go with this one and this one. So we're going to look at 2 cards today. What do we got? Both are majors. The Star, looks like. And was this the Lovers? 6. Both majors. Interesting. So we got VI. Let's go with VI first. Yeah, the Lovers. VI Union. People have deep memories of being connected to spirit and of being one with all things, yet our experience tells us we are also separate. The ancient memory calls out of connection. This is the 3rd or 4th time this week I've heard that word, and drives us toward union. During this human experience, we desire to reach out to others, to touch intimately. The longing for union expresses itself in passionate desire for another and in the need to belong. Connection not only fulfills our need to connect, but it also provides safety. When we choose to unite with others, we feel safer and can also protect each other. It reminds us that we are not really alone. Wow. Divinatory meaning, partnership, connection, choices, desire, fulfilling a deep need. I love that. I love, love, love that. And then we have the Star. XVII. Okay. Where did it go? The Star. The primordial divine placed the stars, balls of fire, in the sky. Humans were created from the same material as the stars, but they forgot. They learned to make fire, and life improved. They had light and heat, could cook food, and feel safe. Fire changed everything, and knowing how to create it made us feel like gods, and reminded us that we still are and always have been divine. The spark of fire on earth resonates with a deep part of ourselves that remembers, that has always known, we are dust and we are stars. The stars in the sky help us find our way. They tell us stories. Their constant cycles in the sky give us faith. Divinatory meaning, dreams, guidance, hope, faith, remembering who you are. Wow. So these are crazy. Anyway, there's a reason why I buy decks when I buy them. Always a reason. And I think I just figured out the reason why I was so intrigued with this one. And it was an immediate, like I said, an immediate connection with this. Like, I'm like, I need this. And then I've been chomping at the bit to get it in the mail because I knew it was going to be deep. I might actually do a video on my deep decks. Like, on my decks that don't make sense in my mind, but they called out to me and became deep, deep dives. Interesting. Anyway, that's what I got for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And y'all have a good night.